It's hot. Yeah, it's pretty tired. Cindy, what's happening? Not much is hot there. It's going to be single digits here. Good morning, everyone. I need to clear my mirrors off. That's what I need to do. Goldfish, Mary, look at that. Would you just look at it? The gang. That's some deep snow right there. It's going to be real cold here in a minute. The temperatures are supposed to be dropping. It's 23 out right now, but we're supposed to get into the single digits here for the next like 2 weeks. Very chilly. Pretty darn chilly. That's a little chilly for you guys down there. You guys might not survive. You know, it'd be really nice if I had some plow markers here, but I don't. So we're just going to send it. We just kind of have to feel it out. It's kind of terrifying. We're just guessing. Just throwing it out there. You never know what you're going to find in the deep snow. Ice. Your name is Moss? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Welcome, welcome. Where are you from? Did I get a new truck? No, same truck. Same truck. I wish I got a new truck. Damn. West Virginia, but based out of Colorado. Nice. This is Michigan, in case you were wondering. Florida? Could be Florida. If a lot of things went wrong, it could be Florida. Nice, you're from Michigan. We're going to get more snow. Yes, we are up here at least. We're up in Traverse City here. But they're calling for more snow. There's supposed to be some big winter storm rolling in, but you never know. Up here in Traverse, we get a lot of that lake effect. And when it gets real cold and the lakes are still warm, not frozen, we get a lot of it. And I think that's what they're worried about is they have no clue how much snow we're going to get. They're just throwing a winter storm watch out there and hoping for the best. This alligator's been crazy. Where you at in Michigan? Macomb County. That's a little more south. Yeah, there's a little more snow out here than I thought there was going to be. More accounts, more money. This is our farm's bed and breakfast right here. Why is that? What's that? Sounds like that plow smacking the truck extra hard. But for sure, some commercial work there, yeah. I just plow farm properties, barns, employee houses, and a couple local businesses, but it's enough for about 30 different spots. First time, welcome, welcome. Where do we live and do I like winter? This is Traverse City, Michigan. And do we like the winter? Yeah, it's a nice break on the action. In the summer and on this YouTube channel, we about primarily show how to grow and maintain a commercial apple and cherry farm. Greetings from Scotland. We're a long way from Scotland. Hello, everyone that's new in Atlanta. Your dad had a tree farm. Yes, we grow about 3,000 acres of tart cherries and about 65 acres of high density apples. Hello, everyone. Hello. Juan, ¿cómo andas, amigo? Alaska. Well, if you're from Alaska, this is a pretty familiar view for you, huh? It's actually relatively warm. It's only 23 degrees out, but it's going to get down into some single digits here shortly. That's when it really gets chilly. We're supposed to be down in like highs in the single digits. Where is that puffin? I can't see it. It's that small. It didn't grow fruit trees. More oaks, cherries, cherry and decorative. Brent, hello. We're doing good, Quan. Plowing some snow. Waking up early. I'll tell you what, extra tough to get out of bed today. Last night we were out for my wife's school's Christmas party. So, 2 a.m. came pretty quick. 2 a.m. came pretty quick this morning. Didn't like that one bit. I wish we had 70 degrees. We won't see 70 again until probably May before that's around again for us. You go all over Macomb. Less snow lately. But Oakland County's been different with a lake effect, I'm guessing, not lake effort. Or pushing. So New York, this is Michigan. Michigan, Joey. Say that. Really appreciate you, said hi. Where is this at? This is Michigan. Everyone who lives in hot temperatures always say they like the cold until you got to spend a long time here in the cold. And then they're like, whoa, hold on, wait a minute. I didn't know it was going to be like this. Well, the storm's probably blowing right over us and headed right for you, my friend. I feel like everybody does. Everybody does a little bit of plowing in their life at some point, right? Whether it's, out on the roads, out in the streets, maybe maybe a little bit of plowing at home, if you know what I'm talking about. There goes the county, plowing all the snow into the end of the driveway I just cleaned up. That's always awesome. You always love seeing that. Is that 10 is chilly. I'm telling you, single digits are gets real cold. Then you go ahead and toss a little wind in there. You mix a little wind in. Woo. You mix a little wind in, and all of a sudden feels real cold. Ooh. Yeah, it definitely has a sting to it. That is for sure when it gets bad. Here's some cherry trees right here. This is an organic cherries right here behind us, or in front of us. Cindy is watching from South Africa. Talk about a commitment to the YouTube channel. All right, we're out of here. Actually, I think we gotta plow out the mailbox yet. We'll hit the swipe on the way out. Make sure we don't hit it with the mirror on our way through. Southern California. This obviously is in Southern California. No, it's not. I'll be in Fresno in a couple weeks. I will be making a trip to Fresno for a big fruit conference. We are on the move. That's right. And we're here. Just a quick pit stop. John Doe, you missed the snow though. See what you did there? A little rhyme. A little rhyme. You guys do cross country ski out here? I mean, some people do. Not me personally, but I like to do my cross countrying on a snowmobile, not quite a walking. Dang, that's quite a bit of snow. What did it say? I think it said we were up about 30 or 40 inches this year so far than we usually are at this point. But we keep having these like warm-ups. It's the craziest thing. We'll go from a couple feet of snow, and then it'll warm up to 50 degrees and rain for like 2 days, and then it'll just hammer snow again. So it's like we just have all this accumulation, but it just disappears. Snowbanks go down to about nothing. Your grass comes back out. Double tap the screen. I love that idea. Drop a like. Help a brother out. Drop a sub. If you subbed, let me know so I can thank you. Like I said before, we don't only just plow snow here. This is really a farming channel where we farm apples and cherries. That's what this is about. That's what you'll find if you click on the other videos. We're one of the largest cherry farms in the country. Yes, cherries. It's very interesting. Most people don't know a thing about tart cherries. -40, then up to 10, then snowing again. -40, that's crazy. We don't really have that here. That's so cold. I mean, we might in the middle of February with the warm or with the wind, but never straight up. No chance. Got to make our way back here to the dumpster. There's bunny rabbits everywhere. I'll tell you what, gravel is really loud when it's frozen good. Holy. Where are we? Northern Plains. This is Michigan. This is Michigan. I have a great exercise I like to do with folks so I can show you where we're from. Everyone, if it's not too dark, you can hold up your left hand, all right? Now you look at the back of your left hand. Flip it over. You're looking at the back of your left hand where your pinky finger touches your ring finger. That is where we're at. Up in the top little corner of the lower peninsula. That's why Michigan's a unique state, right? You can do that. You can say, "Hey, you want to know where I live? Here you go. Here's a map." People also make fun of us for doing that shit too. Oh, you know you're from Michigan when you use your hand from a map. Yes, this is northern Michigan. This is Traverse City. That is right. We're on the outskirts of Traverse City. I live in town in Traverse, but the farm is north a little bit. So I plow a bunch of places on my way in to our office and shop, which is in Elk Rapids. If you're from the area, you would know where Elk Rapids is, or vacation up here, I guess. I wish I had some water. I'm thirsty. I got coffee, but sometimes a brother needs a little agua in his life, especially after the beers last night at the Christmas party. That state sucks. Dang. No love for Michigan, huh? Whoa. There's something on the ground right there. What is that? Something blowing in the wind. Close to Traverse City. Yes, yes, yes. Juan, cherries and berries. You're 20 minutes north of East Lansing. Nice. OEL. You big state boy then. Michigan State put on a clinic last night against Northwestern. An absolute clinic. Who will Trump kidnap next? I don't know. It's probably going to be Greenland, my guy. Ooh, Ohio State. Ooh. 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 What the? Brother, ooh. You live in East Lansing, but you're an Ohio State fan? How is that even possible? Do the bunnies hibernate? No. They just saw a bunch running around just now. One of them's living under this dumpster, it looks like. Are you still talking about the state, or are you talking about Michigan sports? Because they're not that bad. All right, now we're done in the back. Holy, this is a good snow. We haven't had one of these in a minute. It's refreshing. It's refreshing to see. Traverse City, Michigan, my friend. We got a bunch of lake effect snow pretty much for 6, 7 hours last night, which will add up. Which will add up. Beetlejuice. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to anybody. It's your first time. Don't forget to double tap the screen, drop a like. We're almost to 30. It is about 20 degrees. It is about 20 degrees here. Looks like there's a loader coming down the road or something. What part of Michigan? Northern Michigan. Southern Ontario. Where do we live? Michigan. We are in the midst of a vicious winter cycle here where we can't seem to keep our snow, but it loves to just snow like crazy. Like, I don't know what it wants us to do here. It's all over the place. It was a loader going down the road. Just plowing away. You're raised in Indian River. Nice. How many months a year does this area have snow on the ground? Let's see. We loving it. McDonald's. How many months of the year do we have snow? Let's see. We got our first storm this year, Thanksgiving weekend. So we have November, December, January, February, and then about March. March will be the last time that we have any snow. Then it gets too warm in April. Yeah, the November can be the November is usually at the very end. Sometimes we get it, sometimes we don't. So it just kind of depends on the year. And then most of the time it doesn't stick around. It's my favorite time to plow, being sarcastic, where everything is soft, all the gravel's not frozen, everyone's yard is soft, so you have to be like super careful about pushing snow places, and it's less fun when it's like that. It's more fun when it's like this, where everything is just froze up. You can pretty much just drop the plow. You don't have to worry about messing anything up. That's when it's the most fun. Bike ski store there, yeah. People do that. They get those big ones. Spokane. What's up, Paul Jimenez? Everyone just gives up on the winter. They don't want to deal with it. Be safe. We will. We will. You'd rather have the snow than the humidity is what'll kill you. That's one thing that we do have here in Michigan is even in the summer we can get up into the 90s, but it's a hot, sticky 90. So I have a couple aunts that I have an aunt and uncle that live in Arizona, and they even say they come here in the summer and it's a different kind of animal dealing with the humidity. Hey, where are you living in Arizona? Tempe. My aunt lives in the Surprise area. My mother-in-law and what do you call her? My grandma-in-law. They all have houses in retirement communities in the Mesa area. New follower on Instagram, guys. If you have Instagram, go ahead and drop a follow there, as well as the on TikTok, Pomes and Stones, just like you see here. Looks like business is good. White gold, baby. White gold. That's what the kids call it. So many retirement stuff there for the snowbirds. This is Michigan. The in-laws place is I don't know, about a 15-minute drive from the Mesa Airport. Here comes the county. Just ripping by. You're a former Michigander. Are we in the UP? No. We are in the northern lower peninsula. Not quite the UP. It's to get to the UP is about a 2-hour drive for me. Where were you at in the UP? Yes, I do like this time of the year where you can just put your booze outside. You don't have to worry about clogging up space in the fridge. None of that. Just put it outside. We'll get over here by the door. We'll do a pass wide, and then we'll come in real close on the next go by. You're just from, where are you from? Oh my God, just the UP. It's a large place, my friend. The UP is a large place. Ann Arbor. Too many trolls. Oh, Ann Arbor. I don't know. I'm a state fan. You hate to see it. You hate to see it arguing with chat. It's a great place to be if you're a football coach, and you can keep your pecker in your pants. Seems to be the problem, though. How hard is it to make a couple $1,000,000 and just keep your dick in your pants, and everything's great? Hey, hey, better be careful. There's some Buckeye fans in here, some Buckeye faithful. But yeah, it's tough to be a Buckeye fan. I will say, when you're driving around and you see you see an Ohio plate driving around in winter and they have no clue what they're doing. Oof. You hate to see it. You said, look at these mother. Don't get too repetitive or my girl Cindy is going to shut you down, my guy. Especially if you're saying that 6'7" shit the kids are saying, you know? It's getting hot in here. My dad said it was disgusting. That's funny. Jeez. After this, we got to go over to where we plow one of our processing plants. See what the snow looks like over there. We've got another guy finally running the loader. I've been doing the loader by myself for a while because he was on vacation. And then after Trump took my guy from Venezuela, they shut down the airspace in the Virgin Islands. So woof, man, that was a tough look for him. Man, what part of Ohio you plowing at? Shit. This is Michigan. This is Michigan. No, we just have some Michigan people just shitting on Ohio. So it's a tough look if you're from Ohio today. I apologize for the unruly chat. I'm not sure Ohio gets this much snow, do they? I think they have their fair share, but I guess they might get a little bit of lake effect off of old Lake Erie. Off old Lake Erie there. And we're on the move, chat. Which is good because my feet are starting to sweat. I wonder if I got my Crocs in here. Oh, watch out, chat. I got my plowing Crocs are out. We love it. What's your question, my guy? I feel dirty reading. I'm not gonna tell you a story to fall asleep. I don't think anybody's ever said that about my voice.